This is unbelievable. Wonders shall never end. Outcry as Nigerians clamor for stop of NCDC that empowers the center to administer vaccination at will. Some Nigerians have taken to Twitter to demand that the House of Representatives put a stop to the Control of Infectious Diseases Bill that passed second reading at the House on Tuesday. The bill is to repeal the Quarantine Act of 2004 and enact the Control of Infectious Diseases Bill, which contains a number of sections that appears controversial. Sponsored by the Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, the bill seeks to empower the Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC) and make it more proactive. Leading the debate, Gbajabiamila said the NCDC had very little powers to carry out its mandates, even though it is a body with great professionals. Gbajabiamila added that the Control of the Infectious Diseases Bill sought to empower the NCDC to make it more proactive and not just reactive and function when there is an outbreak. He noted that when the bill is signed and become a law, the NCDC will be empowered and may administer necessary vaccines to curb the spread of pandemics. The lawmaker said that the bill also seeks to make provisions relating to quarantine and make regulations for preventing the introduction and spreading of infectious diseases in Nigeria. He said that it took the COVID-19 pandemic to release the weaknesses of the Quarantine Act, saying that the Control of Infectious Diseases Bill would replace the old provisions with modern ones. The lawmaker said that the Quarantine Act provided a penalty of 500 naira for defaulters, but the Control Infectious Diseases Bill was proposing a penalty of between 200,000 naira and 5 million naira. According to Gbajabiamila, the Infectious Diseases Bill also seeks to empower the President and the Minister of Health to exercise certain necessary powers at first instance during any outbreak. The lawmaker, however, said that at second and third readings, the President would have to seek the approval of the National Assembly. The Speaker, before the bill passed second reading, urged members to pass the bill for second and third reading and seek concurrence from the Senate before it was sent to the President for assent. Another member of the House, Nicholas Osai, PDP Delta, said that he had looked at the bill and that it was more democratic than that the Quarantine Act. He also called on members of the House to support the Speaker and to pass the bill with the speed of light. However, some lawmakers were not comfortable with the speed at which the Speaker of the House wanted the bill to be passed. Chris Azugboju, PDP Anambra, said that the Quarantine Act does not only involve human but animals. He noted as well that there was need to carry all relevant institutions along to ensure maximum productivity. Rep. Sergius Ogun, PDP Edo, said that there was no need to be very careful with the powers that would be conferred on NCDC to administer vaccines. According to him, rather than pass the bill and send it to the Senate for concurrence, it should be sent to the relevant committee for more work to be done on it. Also, Rep. Bamidele Salami, PDP Osun, said that infectious disease outbreak times like this coronavirus pandemic offered an opportunity for all to critically look into procedures and processes of doing things. Salami said that the bill, which was supposed to have been circulated among members ahead of debates in line with the procedures of the House, had not been given to him. He revealed that, "I have not seen the bill and I have asked some colleagues that around here and they do not have either. I do not know if the bill compels states to establish centers for emergencies. I do not know if the bill makes it compulsory for palliative measures under such circumstances. I suggest this bill is stepped down and distributed to all members to give us the opportunity to look at it very well." Rep. Nkem Abunta, PDP Abia, added that he had only seen the little of the bill but had not seen the bill itself. He expressed fear that the vaccination may be made compulsory given the conspiracy theories all over social media on vaccination. Abonta said if the House was to do away with public hearing on the bill, which is an integral part of lawmaking, there was need for time for members to critically look at it before it is passed. The rep added that we need to see all the details and make sure we do not create another problem when the bill is passed into law. The contributions of Abonta, Salam and Ogun attracted a round of applause as a sign of agreement. Responding, Gbajabiamila Amila apologized to members over his failure to circulate the bill properly, blaming it on the emergency situation in the country. He urged that passing a bill at the House without proper circulation ahead of debate is not the first time. Gbajabiamila also stated that public hearing was not an integral part of lawmaking, saying that not all bills that had been passed by the House went through public hearings. The Speaker went on to urge the House to pass the bill for second and third reading and transmit it to the Senate for concurrence. When the Deputy Speaker, Rep. Ahmed Wasi, put the matter to vote, most members voted against it, but he ruled that the bill be passed for second reading. However, when it was time for consideration of the bill at the Committee of the Whole before it was passed for third reading, Gbajabiamila said that it should be stepped down on Tuesday, June 4, to enable members go through the bill. Wow. This is serious. So my question now is that why the hurry? I don't just understand, because like one of them said that it might be creating problem because some things have been going on social media, some rumors have been going on vaccination and what have you. When it comes to something that will help the masses, I don't know whether vaccine is supposed to be a compulsory thing, or some people should be compelled to take vaccine, or it should be voluntary. I don't know. Because these leaders, they can do some things that can make people to suspect them, because in the past you don't even have a full support, or you don't have a full confidence in most of the things they do, because they can do anything for anything. You know what I'm talking about. They can do anything for anything. And someone is tweeting here saying that so a bill that seeks to empower NCDC to administer vaccines to curb the spread of pandemic has hurriedly passed through first and second reading in the Nigeria House. Wow. No public hearing. Why the rush? What and whose agenda are they pushing? I don't just understand. Someone said obviously the people trending this stop the NCDC don't make international trips or have never been to a country where proof of certain vaccinations, e.g. yellow fever, is required. Okay. And someone says it is also a coincidence that the same Bill Gates, who has been in recent time been heavily resisted for speaking about his vaccination plan for the world, is the same sponsor of NCDC, and the new NCDC bill also enforces vaccination. Most members voted against the bill, but Deputy Speaker Rep. Ahmed Wase ruled that the bill be passed for second reading. In a democracy, a bill got to second reading and almost 50% of the House haven't seen or read the bill. There is more to this unfortunate bill. Of course, because they are trying to justify it that it's not all reading or all bill that go for public hearing. But in this case, it will definitely go, because I don't know what they are looking for. They cannot pass bill that will compel them to build hospitals, to do good things immediately, so fast. I don't just understand these people. Something is really wrong. No wonder Ruben Abati says that they say, what is it called, whether evil spirits in Nassau Rock, even most of all these seats, because I don't just understand. When it comes to something that will develop the country, these guys will never pass it. Something that will bring good governance to the people, something that will enhance the welfare of people, they will never do that. They will begin to set committee upon committee. But the rush at and the hurry hurriedness in this their passing of the bill is suspicion. Honestly, is something that people really need to look at. Let's continue and see what they are going to come out with at the end of the day. Now, someone says here that revolution is the solution. Revolution is the solution. Revolution, revolution. These old men want to destroy humanity after their generation. They don't care about us or our future. Revolution, when people are saying revolution. Honestly, I find it embarrassing the kind of legislators and leaders we have in this country. The way they reason and the kind of beast they bring forth baffles me. I am waiting for who will come and forcefully vaccinate me and my household. They are taking the questions or quietness of Nigerians for granted. You will soon see the true color of Nigerians. Someone said they will never agree with you. Rubbish, it won't work safe, so no need to raise voice. I am waiting for the military man that will come near my family for vaccination. Why didn't they pass a law to jail the politicians' families who embezzled the funds donated to Nigerians via their governments? That bill is the mark of the beast the Bible talks about. It must be rejected outrightly. When the world power are saying no to it, Nigeria politicians are planning to establish a bill to it, and the fastness of the bill has showed how they have sold themselves to the devil. May God save us. So guys, let us hear your own opinion, because this is really baffling. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.